Already been a massive Saturday here on 10 with the footy, but it's only probably, hopefully, going to get better tonight with St Kilda take on the Western Bulldogs. 16 straight they've won. Can they make it 17? Can they continue to go on? Can they go through undefeated? Cameron Ling from the Geelong Footy Club joins us, faced a lot of those sorts of questions himself, and they got you a couple of weeks ago and it was an epic game of footy, and we've probably forgotten that a little bit in the wake of today's. But what is it about what they're doing this year that is making them impossible to beat so far?
They were very impressive against us. Their pressure is fantastic. They set up really well, their structures are great, but then their relentless tackling pressure just puts you under the pump, and even when you get the ball in a little bit of space, there's the perceived pressure, you think it's coming, and early on they really spooked us in that first quarter. They were really, really good, and again it was good that we were able to fight back, and that was a good high-intensity game.
But also, you were a couple short then. I reckon you're going, yeah, we can take these spots. I reckon you are.
No, I think they're every bit as good as everyone's saying they are.
On the Saints, did they surprise you as, I suppose, the bolter, the one that jumped this year?
Early on, I probably didn't tip them at the start of the season that they were going to be as good as they are. We knew
you thought it was going to be Richmond, didn't you?
It's not too late. It's not too late. I'm not ruling it out.
Hey, late charge, Mick.
It may be. Hey, Ling, it's great that you're on the show. I love having someone from Geelong on the show because it gives us an excuse to play this again. This is a tool of the week. This is the one tool of the week for this. This is Neil Baum. Watch him in the background going into the toilet, unzipping, and now we time-lapse through here and check out his form. I think he's quite happy as he... once more in replay, here it comes. It's a man full of pride over himself. And I'd be giving that a wide berth for the next 5 minutes.
Can I say one more time? It was his daughter who alerted us to that footage. So.
She did indeed.
And they did win. They did win Tool of the Week. And speaking of tools, does anyone know what Adelaide coach Neil Craig is talking about here?
You could nearly argue that little tool that he's got is nearly elite in the AFL at the moment. It's as good as I've seen for a young player at this level.
A little bit personal, Neil, but thanks for the information.
Cameron, what do you foresee your team being at full strength? Brad Ottens is a big question, Tom Harley, and there are others that join them on the sidelines today.
Yeah, I think, Brad Otten's coming back will be huge for us. If we can get him back and 3 or 4 games under his belt leading into finals, that'll give us a big lift. Stevie Johnson's very important to us, just with that forward structure. Hopefully this week. He was pretty close to play today, but again, it's more important that he gets it right. Tommy Harley's huge for us, just his leadership and his structure in the back line. So I think we've still got a lot of improvement in us, but it's great to see blokes like Simon Hogan, Shane Mumford, these guys come in and just play good, hard, solid football, and we can really rely on them if there is any guys that happen to be out later on in the year.
Do you call Shane Mumford mummy?
Yeah.
It's no doubt.
That's when we're on next week. So make sure you're watching us still with the footy record.
Right there, Brian Lake, he's in all-Australian form. Don't forget your footy record. Now, Lingy, you are a great supporter of the Pedigree Adoption Drive. Tell us about the young lass you got in your lap there.
Absolutely, Limo. This is Willie, and Willie's looking for a home. And just a little stat about Willie. Her father, Go Wild Teddy, was a very successful race dog, won $300,000. So
there we go.
Great dog. If anyone's looking at all to adopt a dog, adopt it from animal shelters.
She should move in with the old man.
There are pedigreeadoptiondrive.com.au is the website, and there are loads of other dogs you can find on the website there looking for loving homes. And Willie is one of those dogs. If you want Willie.
And greyhounds do make fantastic pets, which is often a bit misunderstood
and
because
also,
they're chasers.
And they don't need much. They don't that much exercise.
No,
you can have them in flats, I believe.
Yeah, no, they're big sleepers. They're terrific dogs. Big game going on today. Well, wasn't actually a big game going on over in the West today. West Coast Eagles taking on the Fremantle Dockers. She's all over there. Here they are, the scores. Fremantle winning. Was it a thriller, did we reckon? 71 to 66.
Looks like a thriller. Freo's 4th win of the season, and I'm just happy to see T. Ruffles, aka Truffles, getting 2 goals.
Cameron, good work there with Willie. Great work today. It's a game we'll be talking about for quite some time, and any doubts I reckon about Geelong that might have just been creeping into a few minds leading into this one were pretty well dispelled today. It was a super effort by you, blokes.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
Cameron Ling, our special